Hi friends, welcome back. I'm Naina on behalf of Archer and Olive Ambassador team, and today we are doing something fun. Today's video is inspired by all the things summer and sunshine, and for me nature is something that inspires me the most to be creative, and that is the inspiration for today. And we will be making a collage, or you can call it paper cutout project, but it's super fun, so keep on watching. And make sure to check out the blog on the same topic, and you can follow along there as well. But we start by printing out this leaves and flowers, which is there for you to print. You can find it down below, and I recommend you print it out on a thicker paper if you're going for blending like I'm doing here right now. But if you're normally coloring, then you might not need a thicker paper. So just a tip there to begin with. And a quick run through the supplies that you will need today is of course the printable that I made for you, and some calligraphs which I'm coloring with. You can also use acrylographs if you want. You might need a brush like I'm using here right now if you're blending. If you're not blending, you don't need that. You'll need a journal, of course, to put everything in. And lastly, you'll need some glue to stick everything in your journal. So the first step is simply coloring and then blending in. I'm just using a little bit of water to move the color around, and I'm gonna use that on the leaves, and I'm not gonna do blending on everything, but in some of the flowers and in some of the leaves. And it's totally up to you how you want to go about it. I like a little bit of watercolor effect, so I'm doing this one. I mentioned in my blog post all the colors that I used, and if you want to use the same colors, so I highly recommend checking out the blog post and finding out the right colors. So let's color everything here on the printable, and then we're gonna cut it out with a pair of scissors. And I forgot to mention you'll need a pair of scissors. And for all the amazing products that I use today, you can head over to archerandolive.com. You can use my discount code Twitcherites to save a little bit. And if you're not aware with the pens I'm using, they are dual tips, so they have a small tip on one end and a bigger tip on the other. So I love it for coloring, for lettering, and many other things. So these are one of my favorites. So I'm done coloring the leaves and the tulips here, and moving on, I'm coloring all the different flowers that we have here and speeding up the process a little bit. So keep on watching. And now the next step is to cut out everything. This is super fun. I created few little dots around each and every leaf and flower here, so it's easier for you to cut around it, and those will act like guidelines. So I think it'll be easier to do this. This was really therapeutic for me. I really enjoyed cutting this, so I hope you will as well. But a little heads up, it will take a little time. So you can do this even while you're sitting on your couch watching a nice movie, and yeah, I think it'll be fun. So I'm done cutting everything here, and I think they're looking really cute, the little cutouts of the flowers that I colored. I also painted some little stems like this one, and it's just a brush stroke on a piece of paper and just cut it out in the shape of a stem, so it was pretty easy. And next thing I'm doing is I'm seeing where everything looks good, and then when I'm happy with the placement, I will glue everything together. And lastly, I'm just cutting out the few extra bits which are hanging from the bottom of the paper, and just sticking in few little stems if I need to, and I think it completes the look. And you can add more flowers, add more leaves, to what you like. And lastly, I'm using these two colors and adding some lettering on the top of the page. But this layout will also be great for a monthly cover page, or make the whole theme floral, and then you can use different paper cutouts at different places, and I think it will look really cute. I hope you enjoyed today's paper cutout / collage project and are inspired to create your own. If you happen to do that, don't forget to tag us at Archer and Olive and also Twitcherites so that we can see your beautiful creations. And thank you so much for watching today, and I will see you guys next time with another creative project. Thanks again for today.